You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi there, Young and the Restless fans. I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about summer digging dirt, Chloe warning Sally, and Ian being far from done. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. I've got predictions for you for Victor, Kyle, and Claire, for Phyllis, Billy, and Sharon, for Ian Ward, for Chloe and Sally, and for Summer, Jordan, and Claire. And hey, if you are not subscribed, please click that follow button right now. Let's get into it. Our first prediction: Victor's plotting to break up Kyle and Claire and won't let being shot slow him down. We know from the 2025 Wine Hour preview that Kyle and Claire are headed for a Romeo and Juliet style complicated love story. The two rival families are conflicted about their offspring getting involved. Victor wants Kyle out of Claire's life. He does not think Kyle is worthy of his granddaughter. For Jack and Diane, they like Claire, but they worry about Victor's influence over her and him using Claire to hurt Kyle. All valid concerns. Monday, February 3rd, spoilers, have Jack showing up at the house and Victor griping about him being there. And then as Jack leaves, Victor says, keep Kyle away from Claire. But Jack's mindset is that they're adults. He can't tell them. Neither of them can tell them who to see. And then later, Victoria's asking Victor, what's the problem with Claire and Kyle? And Victor's ranting about Kyle's past with women, all this kind of stuff. Meanwhile, Diane notices that Kyle seems really into Claire and she's worried about Victor causing problems. Spoilers for Wednesday, February 5th, have Victor spending time with Victoria, and I'm sure that's going to be a topic of conversation on Thursday, February 6th. Nikki has a life lesson for Claire. Could be about the Newman versus Abbott rivalry or about her own past with men that might not be suitable. I think most of the rest of the Newmans are cool with Claire dating Kyle. It's mostly just Victor who's got the problem, but he does have an ally. There is one Newman in particular who does not want Claire with Kyle, and that's Summer Newman, and I look forward to her and her grandpa conspiring on this common cause. Our second prediction: Phyllis plans to use Billy's media platform to trash Sharon. So on Monday, February 3rd, Daniel tells Summer and Phyllis that Sharon has been exonerated in Heather's murder. Phyllis is ranting, she's not going to let Sharon get away with this, but Daniel says that Ian confessed right before he died, and Phyllis thinks that's very convenient, thinks Michael and the Newmans lied and made all this up because Ian is dead and he can't contradict anything. And Phyllis, is reminding him that Sharon framed Daniel, but he says all the charges have been dropped. Under pressure from Summer and Daniel, Phyllis says she'll drop it. She'll focus on this new project she wants to do with Daniel. That same day, on Monday, Billy tells Phyllis and Daniel he's going to launch a media empire and he wants them both working with him. Phyllis is all in immediately. They're going to conquer the universe. Daniel is pragmatic, says it's too good to be true. Billy does have financial backing. Big brother Jack Abbott is writing the checks. Sounds great, except for, one thing. Billy clearly wants to use this platform to take swipes at the Newmans. Phyllis probably wants to do the same, but taking swipes at Sharon. There's no way Phyllis is going to let it slide that Sharon tossed Heather's body out like trash and framed Daniel for her murder. The fact that Sharon didn't kill Heather really only erases about 1/3 of Phyllis's issues with Sharon, and that's on top of Phyllis's long-standing issues with her. So I fully expect Sharon's going to take some media heat from Phyllis unless something changes to really chill out Red, which seems unlikely. Our third prediction: Ian is hiding, healing, and plotting and might be back for the end of February sweeps late this month. So the Newman and everybody else in Genoa City think Ian Ward is dead and gone so they can let down their guard. But like a cockroach that can survive a nuclear bomb, despite Victor shooting him in the gut and the EMTs declaring him dead, Ian is still alive and kicking. And that means there is more to come from him. But the main question is, what will Ian do next and when? The YR 2025 preview spoilers say that Phyllis and Sharon are thrown into a life and death situation together where they have to reevaluate their relationship. That has not happened yet, but showrunner Josh Griffith says it is coming. So really, how else would Phyllis and Sharon wind up together in mortal danger except for Ian? You know, he planned to kill Sharon and frame Phyllis, so maybe he's still ruminating on that while he's recuperating from Victor shooting him. You know, he gasped awake in the ambulance, but since he was presumed dead, maybe nobody was riding in the back with him. You know, I could see Ian unzipping the body bag and slipping out of the morgue, crawling under a rock and taking his time to heal. But I do bet he's plotting a comeback already. And we know gunshot wounds heal super fast on soap. So I expect maybe by the end of Sweeps, which is late February, maybe Ian is back for one last moment of evil. Our fourth prediction, Chloe warns Sally about Billy, maybe also about Phyllis. So we finally have Elizabeth Hendrickson back to Young and the Restless this week. It has been since September 2024 that we saw her as Chloe Mitchell. And now 5 months later, Sally Spector's bestie is back on our screens. Spoilers for Friday, February 7th say that Chloe offers Sally a lesson in Genoa City history. So is it about her new boyfriend, Billy, or her rival Phyllis, or both? You know, Chloe has a very long and messy history with Billy, and I do wonder if part of their conversation in this history lesson will be about Delia, since Sally paid respects to Chloe and Billy's daughter with that photo on the table when she did the redesign of Billy's place. You know, Chloe and Billy both had major emotional and psychological issues after Delia's death. Neither of them dealt with it well at all. I mean, for years, they were both plotting to kill Adam. There's a lot of emotional baggage there. So maybe Chloe touches on that. And she might also explain some of Phyllis's twisted history and how she might cause some issues for Sally and Billy. Our last prediction, Summer digs for dirt on Jordan's death. So Kyle was worried about Claire given the ordeal that she endured with Jordan. And on Monday, February 3rd, we have Summer telling Phyllis and Daniel that she did hear from the other Newmans about the Victor and Ian debacle. We know from the 2025 preview that Summer is going to channel her inner Phyllis to try and steal Kyle from Claire. This Jordan situation could play right into her hands. I could see Summer poking around, asking for more info about how Jordan died. And of course, all the Newmans have covered and told Chance one thing, but since Summer is family, she might get the truth, maybe from her dad, Nick, maybe from somebody else. And if Summer finds out Claire plotted to kill her great aunt, then she might use that to tarnish Claire in Kyle's eyes and hopefully steal him back.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.